So, do you think a conscious knowledge of symbology is important, or do you think people get the same benefit from completely, unconsciously just absorbing these things?
I think that the problem comes in between. It's like the kind of, let's say, the how can I say this? Like the peasant, let's say, in a medieval world, right? The
Hmm.
peasant who has no education, let's say, and has no is not illiterate, is but lives, like, really lives grounded in the world, like his life is grounded in this life. That person will inhabit those patterns in a kind of intuitive and really organic way.
Hmm.
And so it'll just happen on its own. They don't have to be conscious of it. They'll be shaped by those things at the same time. The problem happens kind of in the in between stage where people start to think they're smart and start to think like they understand things, and they start to analyze things, and so then they kind of pull away from that, and they can't see it anymore, and so then they come up with all kinds of crazy ideas, and then they'll sometimes try to fix the stories and change the narratives, and when you try to do that, it has a huge effect on reality. Like, it has a huge effect on how the world then proceeds historically, and in terms of what's happening around you. And so it's like, once you've kind of come out of that, once you've kind of come out of, like, just the kind of basic, almost peasant life existence, it's like you have to come to a more conscious understanding of these patterns, or else you deride them, and you mock them, because their appearance is very common.
Mm.
It's like, because it's so grounded in a kind of basic experience, they look, at first glance, they'll look like superstitions, they'll look like things that are kind of childish, or that are really simplistic, but in fact they really hide, like, so much mystery. And so you kind of have to make that conscious effort, so that you don't get pulled aside, left and right, and start thinking crazy things. So I don't know if that
Mm.
makes sense. Yeah.
It does.